Namaste, and welcome to round 2 of today's lumberjacking session. I figured I'd do 2 videos today because I didn't do one yesterday, but got dished pretty good today. I'm not in really good lumberjacking shape for splitting, and this is what really is the bear of the work of processing wood. So man, it's just the beginning though, so I've got plenty of time to get my butt in gear and get into the shape I need to be in. Trying to tackle this huge log in front of me. You can't see the whole thing. I'll bring the camera around so you can see it after I'm done talking. Tried to split this one using a couple of wedges. There's a big knot in the side of it, and it's kind of beating me right now, but I'll get it. It's just going to be a little more work. Did probably about a half a cord of splitting today. I still probably got maybe a cord and a half left, so want to split it now because it needs time to dry. The wood's all really wet and it's not going to dry by the time I need to burn it if I don't split it now. I do have some wood left over from last year that's pretty dry that I'm going to burn early season, and then try and see if I have this wood ready by the time that burning season starts. So we'll see what happens. But I wanted to go over some of the axes I like to use. I started buying Husqvarna axes, and they're really nice. They're cheap. They're the most affordable axe I've ever bought for the quality you get. I think they're hand forged. They're from Sweden. I know their chainsaws are no longer made in Sweden, which sucks. So I prefer steel chainsaws because they're really nice and simple to take apart. They're German made, I think. So I've got this one's for kindling. It's super sharp. I've cut my hand like 5 times now, and I watched another guy, an older guy, cut kindling, and he did it a better way. I usually put my hand somewhere near it, and that's when I always hack my hand and cut it open. But it is sharp, and that's a good thing, I think. So, and then I've got the bigger Husqvarna. I don't know what this one's called, but it's a great size, and it's super lightweight, very sharp again. Another cheap axe. I use linseed oil instead of lacquer on the handle so I don't get blisters. Lacquer on a handle of an axe will give you blisters, no doubt, and this is a little better. If you're working all day, you may still get blisters if your hands are soft, but it's better either way. And then I have another maul. This thing weighs a ton. I like the heavy mauls just because I use the weight of the maul to do the work. The Husqvarna one that they make is a lighter weight, it's got an extra wedge on the sides that go out. So this one only has like kind of one wedge, but the Husqvarna has a second wedge that comes out on both sides, which makes it a little easier. It doesn't get caught in the wood as easily. More lightweight, and it also is a wood handle. I don't like fiberglass handles. That's the thing I don't like about this maul. And it also has a metal covering over the wood on this end so that if you do hit the handle on the wood, it doesn't bust the handle so easily. So really like Husqvarna axes. Again, I think their chainsaws are made by Poland, and Poland's not really known to be the best brand, but it's decent. So if you want to buy a high-grade chainsaw, definitely go with steel. And then, as you can see, I'm going to use the picaroon a lot today. And this just gives you an idea of how the picaroon works. So I can grab the logs. Let me grab one. I got a huge pile here. Let me see if I can get a good one. Tim's in the way here, so I don't want to hit him. My lab. He always has to be right in the danger. There's another one. So you can see I don't have to bend over so easily, and I can pile them up without bending over 500-600 times. And then this axe was an old plum felling axe. The thing's heavier than hell. I love it. I think it weighs maybe 4 or 5 pounds. Got the long handle. I think it's almost 36-inch handle. Again, linseed oil, no lacquer. The ones they sell at Home Depot come lacquered. Stay away from them unless you like lacquer. I don't, so I'm not interested. And let me turn the camera around here. So you can see I'm trying to use 2 wedges to break this open, but here is the problem. I've got a huge problem there, so it's hard to split. I may just try and split it down the center and piece it out from there. When you do use the maul to hammer on this, make sure you hit it straight on, then you get a good hit. And I didn't mention it earlier, but when you're using the maul to split a log, I'm just grabbing the maul right here. So when you're going to split a log, you want the maul on the way down to hit it straight. You don't want to hit it like this. You don't want to hit it like this. You don't want to hit it. You want to hit it with the grain, but as straight as possible. So like right like that. And it doesn't always work that way. The thing's heavy, and sometimes it can get the best of you. So again, you know, it's just whatever works. I always carry my tools in a wheelbarrow. I love it because then I can go in the garage, grab all my stuff, not make multiple trips, and then come out and do this. So didn't give a shout out today. I do want to give my shout out to my Grandma Heath today. Grandma Heath always makes a big deal out of my birthday, and I was born on the 4th of July. So Grandma, you always sing me a song on the phone, and it's a little over the top, but you know, I really appreciate you making a big deal out of it and making me feel important on that one day. So even though now when you get older it's not so important as when you're a kid, but Grandma, you always really make me a priority and the family, so I really appreciate that, Grandma. And with that, I want to say again, mahalo for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.